Stephen A. Smith thinks Steelers should experiment by starting Russell Wilson. Back before the regular season began, Pittsburgh Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin announced that Russell Wilson would be the starter for the team. The issue is Wilson sustained a calf injury in training camp that has lingered and kept him out for 5 games. The Steelers then started Justin Fields in his place, who is arguably the best backup quarterback in the NFL. Fields came out swinging, helping the Steelers to a 3-0 start. However, the team has struggled in the last 2 games, losing both. Despite the losses, the Steelers are still 3-2, and Fields has been playing some good football. Through 5 games, Fields has thrown for 961 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 1 interception. He also has 172 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns. The issue is, Wilson is now finally healthy and has practiced fully. Tomlin has not yet decided who will start, but longtime sports analyst Stephen A. Smith believes that the team should experiment by starting Wilson. Smith started his argument on First Take about Wilson stating, "What's the problem with experimenting with a veteran that you had every intention of starting until an injury derailed him from being the starter for the franchise?" Former quarterback and analyst Dan Orlovsky then butts in, stating that the Steelers should not be experimenting. "This is the NFL. We don't experiment during the regular season," Orlovsky responds. Orlovsky does have a point in that the regular season is not the place for teams to experiment. Preseason was meant for that. Wilson and Fields had a quarterback battle in the preseason, and Wilson was named the starter. What is odd is that Wilson was having a solid year in 2023. Though he fell out of favor with Denver Broncos head coach Sean Payton, he still showed elite skills. Wilson ended 2023 with 3,070 yards, 26 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. The Steelers are currently 3-2 and a good place in terms of being competitive in the AFC along with the AFC North. Tomlin needs to decide who is set to start soon, as Week 6 is fast approaching. Both Fields and Wilson have a case to be the starter. The only difference is that Fields already has 5 games this season. He has a rapport with the offense that Wilson might not have. The Steelers are set to take on the Las Vegas Raiders on Sunday. So far, the Raiders have not been that competitive in 2024. However, that does not mean they are not a tough team. Tomlin needs to select a starter soon to allow them ample time to prepare for the Raiders.